Alright, welcome to my next video. I'm kinda angry, or not angry, but disappointed, because this is my third time making the same video. And both of the times before this, it was really good. And so I'm a little bit angry that I had to do this a third time, and this may not be as good as the other two times. So I don't know why the video just kills itself halfway through. I just don't know if the video's suicidal. I don't know why it doesn't want to make it through the whole way like I do, but the video's not on the same page as me, so it just deletes itself after a short amount of time. It just doesn't want to be existing anymore, and it just takes itself off. So I don't know why. I don't know if someone's interfering with the video, but I'm getting tired of it because this isn't even an important video. This is not getting into anything important, really specifically. This is just my thoughts. So if it does this again, I'm not doing this again. I'm going inside, but this is my third cut or third take of this video, and this is not even because I fucked it up. It just kills itself halfway through. I don't know why. But okay, so right, the topic of there's no topic of this video, my bad. I'm all over the place. I want to get more organized. The topic of this video specifically is just my thoughts on the targeting situation, or whatever you would call it. It is not something that, it's something that I've been going through for quite some time, and probably longer than I realized. And I don't want to get into how long I think it was, because I don't know. And then you have to factor in the psychological warfare that on top of that. So, like I said, with psychological warfare, you didn't hear this because the last video fucked up. If you would have heard that, it would make sense. But since the last video fucked up, you can thank the last video for making this possible. So with psychological warfare, this can change your opinion. This can make it to where you just look crazy. This can make it to where it's hard to explain something because your perspective is so warped from what's happening. You know what I mean? So since your perspective is the target, basically, in psychological warfare, that's what it's targeting, is your perspective, your mental state, all of that. So if it's not accurate, if it's not dead on, you have to forgive me, because I'm going through hell right now. I mean, if I could describe hell, it would be this. So this is just something that I make it through every day, because I'm not really a down in the dumps type person. I kind of laugh at this shit because it's really ridiculous that a 16-year-old artist would just be put into this type of situation for no reason. It's not like I did anything. I guarantee you I didn't do anything, because this has been happening before I had like the mental state or the capacity to do anything like this, like be a terrorist or anything like that. So that argument's out the window. Another point that I have to make is, another point that I have to make is that it was better when I talked about this in the last video, because I transitioned into it better. But I have to just bring my points out. Like, I wanted to get into the whole religious type thing, and it was better in the last video because I had a better transition, because it flowed well. But since the video decided to kill itself, we just had to do it this way instead. So it's gonna be ugly, but I wanted to get into religion. And my religion, and I'm gonna sum this up because people listen to what I'm saying, like, So I want to make it easier on them because they've just heard the same thing 3 times in a row at this point. So it's just making it easier on them. So my argument was, and I'm going to sum this up, is that God would come from, or God will operate on gut instinct. And I'm going to sum this up real quick. And that's because there's blind people, there's deaf people. So the argument is, if you're blind or deaf, you shouldn't go to hell for it because you don't read a book. So what do they have that everyone else has? That is gut instinct. God operates on gut instinct. Good luck. That's it. I'm not getting into it anymore. I can go in depth in a whole nother video, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is my thoughts on the situation. So I think if you look into that though, it'll make sense, right? Obviously he would operate on an instinctual type level, or like the creator. And my other argument was that the universe cannot self-insert itself, and the universe cannot randomly create itself because the concept of random does not exist without a universe. And that's the argument that I had as well. So I don't know if that sounds smart. It doesn't really sound smart to me, but it sounds logical to me because, right, random would not exist without a universe in itself. So a universe can't randomly create itself because random does not exist without a universe. And that's the argument that I had. Or any concept doesn't exist without a universe. So I mean, how can something be created randomly when random doesn't exist? You know what I mean? Like, random chance doesn't exist when a universe doesn't exist, is what I'm trying to say. So that was my argument on that. You know, the atheists will probably never hear this argument because they only argue with people that seem to be crazy or seem to be so religious that it clouds their logic. And if someone presents like a logical argument to me that I can't like get around, then I'll probably believe it on it. Like I listen to atheists and channels like that. Well, there's only, I don't really listen to them, but there's only one channel that I know of that's a target. I listen to targeted channels, right? And I know one that's an atheist, so it's not like I just get like mad and shit like that and be like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to your channel no more because you don't believe in God or anything like that. Like, it's, I mean, really, I mean, they're smarter than me. So like, I can't really sit here and be like, you know, I mean, they did say religious people were less evolved. So I mean, that's one thing, but like, you can't just sit there and be thinking like, well, I'm not gonna listen to this person because they have a point that I don't agree with. And you know, because that's how you get situations like gang stalking when you do that. So I mean, that's just one thing right there. When you have that type of mindset, then you get situations like this where people stalk people for no reason at all. And that's just one thing. But another point that I wanted to make was that, and this is not religious. This is not a point. I'm just all over the place because I want to get all my thoughts out, because I'm scared that the video is just going to kill itself again like it did last time, because I don't know why it did that. I don't know if I just didn't have enough storage because it didn't say anything. It just stopped the video by itself. I don't know if someone stopped it. It sounds crazy, but they could just stop the video if they wanted to. Like, I mean, I don't know what happened. It's not even like an important video or anything, but it just got stopped for no reason. So another point that I wanted to make was, and I'm sorry if I keep saying that and it gets annoying, but that's really how I want the video to be. So another point that I wanted to make was that this is kind of like I said in the last video, I said, because I'm saying the same thing 3 times in a row, it's kind of hard to think about, because like I said it way better in the last 2 videos, and that's just sad because I have to make a 3rd video and then it just sounds fucked up. It's kind of like it's kind of like when you have a movie, when you do the movie the first time, it's the best. Then you do the second time, then it's like okay. And then it's the third time, and now it's shit. So that's kind of the same thing with this video. It's like now that I'm doing it now, it's just shit because I did it twice already. But like the point that I'm trying to make is that, or with this next point here, is that I have been thinking of a strategy to not be as isolated. Um, and this is because I'm still young, right? Because apparently you can do this to anyone at any age. I don't know why why they're allowed to do this to me when I'm just 16. But I'm not gonna get into it. I guess they really don't care. I mean, who runs America anyway, right? Just look into it. I mean, just look into it, bro. Like, of course they would allow underage people to be targeted. Just look into it. Right. Well, not underage, right? But like, I mean, it is underage, but like, not a fully developed brains. I mean, you can probably see why performing psychological warfare, right, which is gonna have an effect on your brain, on someone's brain that's not even fully developed, is wrong. I'm sure you can see that. I mean, unless you're like a psychopath like these people out here, then maybe you don't see it. I don't know, but you should see it. And or if you have a normal functioning brain, you should see it. If you don't, I'm sorry for you. I don't know what happened to you. But I don't know what happened to you for that to be like that. But if you see it like me and the normal people see it, then this should be wrong to you. So like, but my strategy is to get back into some place that is at least not as isolating, right? And I'm not trying to sound like sad or anything. Like, this is actually my strategy. I'm really, these people never really make me sad. What makes me sad is to see all these innocent people that are targeted. That's really what makes me sad. But these people in general, they don't make me sad. I laugh at these people all the time, bro. Like, I don't know what else to say. What makes me sad is to see all these innocent people that are being targeted, because I haven't seen one person that deserved this yet. This level of targeting, like this level of like retaliation for, and it's not even retaliation, because if it was retaliation, like when you think of the word retaliation, you think of someone doing something to you and then you doing something back. This is not even that. No one has done anything to these people. They just do shit for no reason. Like, no reason. I have not done anything. I haven't done anything that deserve this level of retaliation. But it's not even retaliation because I haven't done anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's like me slapping someone in the face and then getting mad when they hit me back and then being like, well, nigga, why are you slapping me in the face? But nigga, I just slapped them. That's the thing. Like that's the thing, bro. Like, I just don't get the type of mindset that these people have. Like, they attack you, and then you're not even attacking them, right? You're defending yourself, and they get mad that you're defending yourself. Like, I don't understand the mindset that some of these people have. It's like, you're defending yourself, and they get mad at that. Like, I never seen anything like it. I just never seen anything like it. But another point, and I'm sorry if I'm just transitioning between completely separate points, because like I said, I don't know when the video is just gonna stop. Like, I don't know, because it stopped 3 other times, like 2 or 3 other times, man, and it just stopped for no reason. I didn't press no button or anything. So if I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get everything I can into a video before it stops, so it can make sense, and it doesn't stop to a point where it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to just die on me, or the video to just fuck up when it doesn't, when I haven't explained all my points. You know what I mean? So I'm going through them like quickly in this video. So, like I said, another point that I have or another subject in this type of targeting type of fiasco here is that I mean, I don't know what type of things they do. I don't know how much is technology and how much is, the people just being like order following type people. And I imagine it's a mix of two, right? It's definitely a mix of two because they take my comments off, and that just goes to show that this has nothing to do with any type of like anything. Because I mean, all right, so if that's the case, then why take my comments? So if I'm mentally ill, like let's look at this logically. All right, so we have the mental health system, right? The mental health system gains profit from people that are mentally ill, right? Because they can just give them drugs that they really don't need. Well, for most cases, they really don't need, and they really don't really, aren't effective. They have effective drugs, but see, that's not profitable. So I'm not gonna get into that whole aspect. That's not really what the point of this is. But the point that I'm making here specifically is that, okay, if I was mentally ill, why wouldn't they want me to spread my videos, right? So that more people can believe in them, and therefore they can get more people in the mental health system, and then since they can do that, they can gain a profit from it. So where this falls flat that I'm mentally ill is if I was really mentally ill, they would let me spread my videos so that more people would believe them, therefore more people would fuck up and then land themselves in the mental health system. But since they remove my comments when I try to post them, that shows me that I'm not mentally ill. And that's my argument right there. So it's really not about being mentally ill or anything like that. Or else they would just let my comments go, right? Wouldn't they just do that? Because wouldn't that gain them more profit? But see, giving people knowledge on what's actually going on is not profitable. So they do not let me show my comments. And that is my argument right there. Please refute that. Anybody, any scientist, any mental health physician, or whatever the fuck you call them, please get rid of that argument. Please shut that argument down. You can't, because you know it's true. Now, my next argument regarding the mental health thing is that, let me just be 100% honest with you. Every type of mental health affliction nowadays can be done with technology. And that's just the sad truth. So, I'm not going to get into that anymore. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to linger on that point, because these people really don't like when you tell the truth. So, that may be, who knows what type of backlash I'll get from saying that. But I don't really like to get into points like that, because it should be obvious to people with the amount of advancement that's been happening in technology, or that has happened in technology. It should be obvious, but I guess it's just not. I guess these people that just think that these people have their best interests in mind, and that's almost never the case when profit is involved. So that's just almost never the case. But they can believe that if they want to. That's fine by them. I just call that being blissfully ignorant, though. That's my term for it. So another point that I have on top of that point, and this is in the same type of topic, is that, this situation that targets are placed in can induce mental illness in the first place. So that point doesn't stand anyway. Well, no. The point that they're making, right, that targets are mentally ill doesn't stand. That's not what I'm trying to say. I mean, that... Oh my goodness, that's what I'm trying to say. My bad. Like, this is what happens when you try to fucking explain your points too fast, because you're scared of the video killing itself halfway through. That's what happens. So, and another thing is, someone tried to like drop an argument on me, and his argument was, okay, you're not a government official or anything like that, so you're not important. So here we have the you're not important argument, right? Now, okay, Watch me as I break this argument apart. Okay. So, would it or would it not be more effective to use this type of this type of thing that they're doing? I would call it a program, but I don't want to just say anything and I don't have the proof for it. You know, that's the problem. But I'm gonna call it a program. I don't know if it's a government organized crime, but I really do believe the government's involved. Cause I mean, I heard that if you try to contact the FBI, then they say they don't handle shit like that, and that's what I've heard. So do not take my word on that, but that is what I heard for sure. Uh, but right, because the FBI apparently does not handle domestic problems, even though that's what they're there for. So that's just a whole nother story for another day. Uh, but my argument, right, with this one dude, because what he was saying, right, what he was saying is that since you're not important enough to have this happen to you, then this shouldn't be happening to you, and it should be a mental illness. Now, let me break this apart real quick, and it's gonna be real easy. This is gonna be real easy. So, okay, would it or would it not be more effective to do this to someone that has not as many connections or who is considered isolated and alone? Would this not be more effective? And let me explain why it would be more effective. Because there's less chance of it getting to the news media, right? There's less chance of people having enough resources to combat it, right? And there's less chance of backlash. So, right there with those 3 points, I immediately break that argument apart. I break it apart as if I'm hitting it with a fucking hammer. I break it apart easily. So, I mean, let's just not make that argument no more. I don't want no stupid people coming into my comment section and talking all that nonsense. If you think you finna come in that comment section and talk all that nonsense and break my shit apart, I will leave you looking stupid, bro. Don't come in my comment section looking stupid like that, bro. I'll break your shit apart and I'll run you back to whatever agency you came from. Yeah, I'll leave you looking stupid, bro. So do not come in that comment section chatting all that shit about you're not important. That's the point. They don't want to do this to important people. Do you see these niggas going off to Russia doing this shit to Vladimir Putin, nigga? No, you don't. Because he'll fuck their shit up. That's why. So, don't come over here with these so-called airtight arguments that you think is going to get past me. It may have got past the other people. It's not going to get past me. I've been doing too much research. I know how to break your shit apart like I'm breaking apart a fucking toy. Now, you might as well just stop. Anybody, just don't come in my comment section chatting all this shit. When they don't know what they're talking about. Like, who are the people that they send to do this? Like, I mean, and on top of that, that could just be a botted comment, right? Like, so I don't want to be arguing like, you know, like, what do you call it? I don't want to have a full-scale argument with someone that may or may not even be real. Because, you know, botted comments do exist. That is possible to do, right? So, I don't want to make this point longer than it is, because it could just be a bot, right? So, hopefully their arguments get a little bit better than that. That was the most so-called airtight argument that I ever seen that took, like, less than 3 seconds to break apart. So, hopefully we hear better arguments later on. If they're gonna go from that angle, then they may never 5150 me. If they're going from that type of angle, so they may never do it. If they're gonna be on that level of stupidity. But my thoughts on personal shit, like, and here's my thoughts on the personal shit. I mean, the personal shit may be affecting other targets more, but it doesn't really affect me because, I mean, it kinda does. I mean, I'm not no fucking Superman type of nigga, but like, I mean, it affects me, but like, it's just so ridiculous that it's like, you know, like the situation is so ridiculous to me that it's like, it's like hard. Like, I don't know how you would target somebody before they, you know, even fully develop their brain, right? And like that would be, that's ethical. Like, that's not ethical to me, you know. But I'm not a psychopath, so I wouldn't understand. Um, I wouldn't really understand that type of thing. Why you would need to do that, but I mean, it really is just weird to me. Like, I don't know why you would need to do that. Maybe they felt some type of way. Maybe they felt touched some type of way. I don't know. They felt hurt that I could articulate myself at this age like that. I don't know what type of drugs they took before they decided that this was a good idea. I'm just gonna be nice about it. I don't know what type of drugs they took. That's just the nicest way I can say it, cause you would have to take something before you thought that you was gonna come out here and then slap me around like I was a bitch or something. Psychologically, that's just what you would have to do. So, um, I mean, I guess the psychological shit is way worse than just coming out here and, fucking with me physically. I find it like a little bit cowardly. And the reason why I do that, why I find that cowardly is because, like, it's just, I'm not that big of a person. Like, I'm gonna relate this in a physical sense. Like, I'm not really that big of a person. I mean, half these niggas could probably come out here and, like, I'm not finna say fuck me up, because I'm gonna fight like a nigga. Not like no nigga. Not like no hood nigga. I'm gonna fight like I know what the fuck I'm doing. So, I mean, I can't use that point, but, like, I just don't know why you target someone like my age like they're a terrorist. That's the point that I'm trying to make. I'm not really against the government like that. I'm against stupidity, right? And ignorance. So I guess that's why the government doesn't like me, because I'm against that. And I don't even think, because you can't even say it's the full government, because that's not really how it works. I mean, there's different like agencies and shit like that. But whatever is dealing with my type of situation right now, I mean, I don't know what they doing. I don't know what they thought. I don't know what they smoked. But they probably constantly smoke this thing to be targeting innocent people. I just want to figure out what drugs they took. I mean, I'm thinking that if I took the same drugs, then I'd be doing the same thing. I don't really know, but I guess the drugs they took is on some type of level that I don't really understand, and I don't know. But I'm gonna have a few more points, and I'm gonna wrap this video up because it's just me talking. I don't want it to be just a video of me just talking shit. That's not really, you know, important. That's not really a good video. That's not really informative like I want it to be. But this is just kind of my own video that I'm doing, so I guess it doesn't really matter with this one. But my last few points here, and I don't know how long this is gonna be. Maybe fucking 15 minutes for the last few points, so maybe 30 minutes. But my last few points are that, and this is the first one. So, all right, if there's a criminal type narrative that they're doing, and right, this is from my perspective, so I wouldn't know because I'm isolated, right? So that works both ways. If you isolate someone, you can slander them one way, and then on the other way, you can brainwash the person that's being slandered, right? So it works both ways. So I don't really know uh, fully what's happening or fully what's being said or anything like that. So um, my first point is, well, this isn't my first point, but you get what I mean. The first point of the last few points is that is that like I just don't see why this is needed. Like I mean I know I made this point kind of like before, but like I can't stress it. Like I don't see why this is needed exactly, right? Because they'll just make up some shit, right? If they can't find it, they'll just make it up, right? But my thing is like I don't, for what this is for, right? I don't get how this is fighting terrorism or anything like that. I mean, I don't think I could be a terrorist even if I like were trying to be one. I don't think that would be something that, I mean, who just becomes a terrorist like that? I don't think people just become a terrorist without something happening to them. I'm not sympathizing with terrorists, but I mean, I'm gonna relate this into a simpler to understand thing. If you hit somebody, they're probably gonna hit you back, and this is what this is what they love doing. They love hitting people and then getting mad when they get hit back. So I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get more into it. I'm not a sympathizer, but you gotta understand, right? This is a rule that you learn when you're young. If you hit somebody, they finna hit you back. Unless they a bitch. I don't know. But and they may hit you hard, but I don't know. Uh Another point that I wanted to make, and this is not on that point. This is more for the targets and all that nonsense, right? Well, it's not nonsense. It's really the most important part of this situation, because the targets in general don't really do anything to deserve this. Like, I really do believe that they just target the normal people that aren't doing anything wrong. Like, I have not seen any evidence yet. And I'm not just sitting here like chatting shit, just tripping. Like, I'm not tripping, bro. Like, I've researched for so long, and I have yet to see someone that has actually did something. Like, I have yet to see it. It's like they actively target the people that don't do anything. I'm not tripping, bro. I know I'm not tripping, because I've done so much research at this point that you can't just you can't just come by and just say any little thing to me and have me believe it. Like, I don't believe that any of these people done anything. Like, I don't. Like, I don't know if they just like targeting people that don't do anything, but that's really what it seems like to me at this point. If I find evidence, I'll make a whole separate video on that these people are terrorists or something like that they deserve this. I have yet to find one video. Look, here's my deal, and I don't know how many people will hear this or how many people will care they get to this point. Here's my deal. Find one video, just one, of someone that has committed a terrorist type of act. Just one video. Not two, not three, and I bet I'll win this. I bet I'll win this. Not three, not four, not five, not 10. One terrorist act. If I find one video, I'll take this whole entire video down, and then I'll make a separate video apologizing for the fact that I uploaded this video saying that. Just one. Now, I guarantee you I will win this bet. I guarantee you I will not find one person that has committed a terrorist act, because what they do is they're committing the terrorist act, and it seems that they love to target people that don't do things like that. And see, that's what it seems like to me. So, and this is not disinfo. Trust me, I know if you're disinfo. So don't upload no terroristic type threat videos and then try to get me to take down this video. No, that's not happening. I know if you're disinfo. I know if you're misdirection. One terrorist act from a real target. One. I'll make it easy. I'll make this point easy. Just a threat against it. No. That's too easy. Because people could get mad and just say shit sometimes. One example, a physical example of aggression towards the U.S. or the government. One, if I can find a physical example, not just people saying something, because sometimes people do get mad and just say shit. I'm not gonna lie, I've done it before too. But like one terrorist act that has been demonstrated against the U.S. by one target, not shooting up something, not provoking somebody and putting them through psychological shit, and then they shoot up something, that doesn't count. You caused that. That doesn't count. One terrorist act. One terrorist act. Nigga. One. I can't say this anymore. One. I bet you I will not find one. Not one. I bet you I won't. I bet you I won't. I bet you I won't find one. Not no nigga fucking smoking weed. One terrorist act. I bet you I won't find one. Here's the deal. The deal starts now. It starts now. 3, 2, 1, now. From now to the end of this video till who knows, I'll make it indefinite. I'll make it as long as possible. To the end of time if I have to. I bet you I will not find one person by the end of time. Because you know what? You know what they do? They use the people that do shit like that, and they use them against us. And that's the reason why I'll never find one. Right there. That's the reason why I'll never find one right there. So I'm confident on this bet. I won't get any money from it, of course. I know I won't. I know I won't get any type of anything from it, but I just want to have fun a little bit. Yeah. I just want to have a little bit of fun. And I'm confident about this one. I made it a bet that is so easy to win because I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet at all. And it's sad that I haven't seen it yet because this is supposed to be used for terrorists, and I haven't seen one terrorist yet. So, I just haven't seen it yet. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know how many times I can say it to where people will understand what I mean. I just haven't seen it yet. And, okay. And let me switch to another subject, right? And this is probably going to be one of my last points, because the video is actually making it, and it's probably because I didn't have enough storage, and that's why I started doing that, honestly. So my last few points here, it's probably going to be the last two, honestly, because I'm getting tired. I want to chill out for the rest of my day, and the rest of my night, really. So, these last 2 points, the first one, or the last two, is that, I mean, they provoke the shit out the targets. They can't really say that targets are terrorists. Like, they just can't. Like, this is kind of, based off the foundation of the last point. But, like, I mean, I haven't seen one. Like, I keep talking about it, but I ain't seen one terrorist, bro. Like, it's like you would think for a program meant for people like that you would see one. I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one. It's almost as if they made this Patriot Act and all of this just so they could target innocent people. It's almost as if they done that. I don't know. You see, you got these niggas in Vice. They give these niggas, these so-called terrorists, they give these niggas screen time. They give these niggas camera time. They go out there, they start recording them niggas, trying to get their opinions and all that. But with the targeted individuals, see, they call them terrorists too. They don't even want to give them niggas no respect, bro. They don't even want to give them niggas no type of respect. They call all them niggas crazy. Call all of them crazy, bro. But you see with the Taliban and all this shit, they go out there, they start recording them niggas, giving them niggas respect like they everyday average niggas. Like they everyday like they everyday average niggas that just be you know what I mean? Like it's like they give the fucking terrorists more respect than the targets. You know what I mean? Like at least with them, they went out there, they got their opinion, they talked to them advice. With the targets, they said fuck the targets. They all don't know what the fuck they talking about. So I don't know. I mean, if that's more proof, if that's enough proof for you, that should be that right there. They give the terrorists more respect than the targets from that right there. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. It really just does seem like they just want to kill off people for no reason. I can't see it no other way. I haven't seen any other type of perspective, like that makes any like logical sense. Uh, and the last point, and this is gonna be the last point here, 'cause I'm really getting tired. Um, the last point that I have is just that they the targets are really are special people, and I don't want to say special like you know what I mean, but unique type of people. They really shouldn't have this happen to them. And that's really what I think they want to kill off. I don't think this has anything to do with being a terrorist or anything like that. I think they just want to kill off certain types of people that they don't like because they think they may pose a threat to the government or something like that. And that's really what I think this is about, honestly. That's what I think it's about, right? Because every target I've seen, has, you know, and this is how I can tell who's disinfo and misdirection. The real targets have a spark in them that, like, they have a spark in them, or they have something about them that separates them from normal people. And I don't want to sound like, like narcissistic, because, I am a target. But when I'm saying this, I'm referring to the other targets. Like, they have something about them. Like, I watch their videos all the time, even if it's the same video. And it's like, I can't stop watching the video because they have something about them that is just like, and I'm not trying to sound like a fucking teenage girl or anything, but they have some about them that, like, makes them special, you know? And that's what I really think this is about. I think this is to kill that have that spark in them, that creativity or that intellectual spark. And that's what I really think this is about. This has nothing to do with being a terrorist or anything like that. And whether or not this is organized crime or strictly the government or both, combined and stuff like that, really doesn't matter to me, right? The point still stands. They go after people that seem to be creative and intelligent because, they make money off of creativity that's not theirs most of the time. So, it's a known thing that, certain platforms steal ideas from people and then repurpose them. So, uh, certain, not even platforms, but like, I'm gonna just say it like Hollywood, they steal ideas and they, repurpose them and make them into movies and stuff like that. So I think that's a part of it too, because I heard multiple people that said their ideas were stolen, and I really do believe them. I believe people in that type of field have no type of creativity at all, right? Uh, I believe that completely. So I believe that there's multiple reasons for why people can get targeted, but I believe that's one of them. I believe there's a lot of reasons. I believe targets generate a lot of income in some type of way. Uh, right? First of all, because they're labeled terrorists, right? For no reason. So they get to max out their shit on innocent people. And I don't know if they get money from it somehow. I don't know what they get out of it, but uh, yeah. So, like I said, that point still stands. No matter who's doing this, it doesn't matter if God, Lucifer, it don't matter who's doing it. The government, it don't matter. Mafia, organized crime, it don't matter. It does not matter. The targets have a spark in them that I can clearly see, and that they probably clearly see, and that's why I believe they do it. Yeah, I don't want it to sound like spiritual or too religious or anything, but that's really what I think it is, honestly. Because I mean, it has to be something. These people don't do anything. Like, I just don't get it. But that's my last point. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If any targets see this video, if you look back in my first few videos, and if you fit this description for this happening, you are a target. You are a target. And once you realize that, it may or may not go overt. So, if you fit any of these descriptions, go back through the videos, through the first video, start at the explaining my targeting or something like that video, start at that one. And then, if that fits you, then you are one. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and that's it pretty much. This is my last take, and it went through. It went well. It didn't stop itself or anything like that, so it's probably because I had low storage. So peace out, targets. I'll see you guys later. You're special. Not special ed, but special. Hopefully you enjoyed. Keep hitting on all sixes. Do not kill yourself because of these people. These people, they know you have some in you. And I'm not trying to be religious or anything like that, but it has to be true. Because it seems like I only see a certain type of people that are targeted. It doesn't seem like these people are like, you know what I mean, like, bad. Like, I don't want to just say bad, like a fucking a super villain or a superhero type thing, but people that do objectively bad things to people, like kill and stuff. Like, they're not like that. They seem to be the exact opposite, and they seem to have a certain type of personality or something that the government doesn't like, or whoever is doing this doesn't like. So peace out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you targets later. Do not kill yourself. If you kill yourself, if any target kills themselves, then I'm killing myself. Now, please don't do it, because then I have to hold up to that law. So, peace. Hopefully you enjoyed. I did not mean to do that. My phone is shutting down. Please save the video.